Remember what I said. It's something that we seem to have become so fascinated by because it's like an automated hack trigger. And then once it starts implementing itself, it actually attempts to override the system. But at the same time, it leaves itself extremely exposed to get its data set extracted. Meaning that if you can actually figure out what's going on and open up, I said, you know what? This is what happened to me when I came into that awareness and experience. And then I felt like somebody was looking at me. I said, well, remember, it always works like a mirror, Sevan. I used to have this thing when I was younger. And I always realized that if you can see somebody in the mirror, they can also see you. But most of the time, they don't. You know, it's like you be looking in the mirror, right? And the mirror will bounce off and it'll go somewhere and you'll be seeing people come in the door and everything. And you can see them all through the mirror, but they don't know that you can see them just because of the way the mirrors are angled. And they're not looking at where they could see you, but they can. And something about that always stuck with me in life. And I always said, hey, Sevan, remember, if somebody can see you, you can also see them. Or what that means is if somebody has access to your consciousness, you also have access to its consciousness. It has left itself vulnerable in that way. The moment there's a handshake, you know, once you open up the tubes, I can also go I can upload into your system. I think they were trying to show something like that in the Matrix or whatever, but it's a real thing. Like once they can play you stupid and totally lose it all is what I'm saying. That's what I be doing on the chess game though too. And on Company of Heroes or whatever I can get on that's real-time strategy. I always find a way to let the person play themselves. It's like you played yourself. You thought the whole time, because sometimes people like when they get into playing so much and they get stuck in their style. And then it's like they feel like it's going to work on everybody. And then they hit that hammer. And then they learn. And that's the whole thing about the system, because even when that thing hits your talented level of upgrade to the system, it upgrades it. You see what I mean? It makes it correct. It has to self-correct. Like, okay, we can't do that anymore. That's how kids learn. It's like, okay, we can't keep messing up the house. Mommy's gonna keep spanking us. You see what I mean? So the system is continuously self-upgrading. But what I'm saying is if you become aware of what's actually happening here, the benefit of the experience gets exponential.